y'all, it's Adrian Vanessa and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing, what am I doing? 5 tips when you fall off of your plant-based diet. It happens to the best of us, whether you go on vacation. Myself, I went out of the country to a place where there wasn't very many vegan options, and some of the options that were vegan were contaminated with things that I'm severely allergic to, so it was kind of like pick the lesser of two evils, or unintentionally eating something. I think my cat's gonna hop up. By the way, this is the cat tree that is usually, this is a situation, and usually you're leaned either here or here. So yeah, whether it's unintentionally, during the holidays, sometimes not everyone knows what vegan is, so you have to choose. Do you want to be eating holiday stuff with your family? Some people, just cave after a while. Sometimes you just crave wanting, eggs or fish or something. It happens to even people who have been vegan for a really long time sometimes, So here are a couple of tips on things that you can do to help minimize to help the comeback, to help minimize, if you feel gross after, or to help limit the heavy feeling. So these are 5 tips to help you out. 1, milk thistle. So I personally have this. My mom bought some and she ended up giving me the leftovers. We split the bottle. And I took one of these every day, especially if I knew I was having something I shouldn't. I had a fish a couple of days and I had eggs. Those were kind of the 2 safe options for me. I noticed that I did try one beef meatball and I did not like it. I felt really, really heavy. I felt gross. I just did not like it. And I tried ham. It was in something, and I didn't like it. And I did have chicken, a little under like a typical serving amount. Whenever I did eat meat, that was another thing. I ate below a serving amount. So if like a fish is 4 ounces, I ate between 2 and 3 ounces, and like had extra rice and stuff. But I also knew for my own health that I needed to eat more than what was supplied. I'm severely allergic to pineapple, like severely, just the touch of it. I break out in hives. I had to eat fish a couple of times and I ate this, and it definitely helps. It helps my stomach to not be upset. So what milk thistle does is it removes the toxins when something gets to your liver. So like this is really good to take before you drink alcohol. If you do indulge in that, this allows you to feel drunk, but it also absorbs the toxins out, so it's a little easier. You're not as likely to have a hangover. So that's what these suckers are really good for. And then this in itself is a vegetable capsule. It looks like it's just milk thistle, brown rice concentrate, and vegetable capsule. So really simple. It's definitely helped a lot. This isn't my first travel where I had to cave. Back in June, I traveled, and because I was at the airport and between flying, I hadn't eaten for like 14 hours. And when I sat down and the food that was offered at where I was at, it was either salmon and quinoa and vegetables, or it was like sweet potato with a dairy sauce. And I'm lactose intolerant, so for me, I would rather, I can't do dairy. I just can't do dairy. Tip number 2, drink lots of water. Drink lots of water during, drink lots of water after. Just help clean everything out, Remember to be gentle with yourself, whether it was intentional or unintentional. You had your reasons for doing so. You had your reasons for, it happens. It's actually a cycle of studying behavior that typically there's a point of struggling to get there, where that usual transition period, and then you have a maintenance period of anywhere from 9 months to 3 years, and then sometimes there's typically a small sort of relapse, and then come back in. It also really helps to remember why you started, which is number 3. Remember why you started being plant-based, and that definitely will help, because sometimes once you start caving a little bit, your mind thinks it's okay to continue to do so, you know, so you might be out traveled and, you know, you're like, well, you know, I ate some of this stuff, I kind of built up a tolerance to be able to eat animal products again, and that is what some people do. They end up not returning back to their plant-based diet. I've seen it before. It happens. When I came home, you know, I was like, you know, I want to continue with my lifestyle because I just realized I just felt heavy and icky after, you know. I felt bloated. I just didn't feel my best self. And that is the reason why I went plant-based. I went plant-based because of how it made me feel mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that, you know. I just don't feel like myself 100%. I don't feel like my highest self, my best self. And so that's my own personal reasons. And so, you know, everyone has their own reasons why they should do or don't eat plant-based. So remember why you started. Number 4, detox after. So when you come back from wherever, or, you know, after the holidays, you know, if grandma's mac and cheese is just so good, you know, you just, you know, my grandma's lasagna, I've almost caved more than once. But yeah, I haven't. Her lasagna is so good though. Like, there's something about what she does. It's been a family coveted favorite for years. So you make sure you detox after. So whether that be go back to completely clean plant-based, because there is plant-based where, you know, you're eating a lot of processed foods, where you're eating a lot of fake meats, where you're eating a lot of this, that, and the other. And then there's also plant-based where you're eating a lot of whole food, plant-based, a lot of rice, a lot of legumes, a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that. Minimally processed foods. And so that will definitely help get you back to your center. It takes 2 weeks for palates to adjust. So whether that be you've been cheating for 2 weeks and now your palate is used to the sweet and sugary things, and then vegetables taste weird, it then takes 2 weeks of eating completely clean for your body to be acclimated back to the old lifestyle. It just is what it is. So it is definitely good. This is also a tip whenever you're going plant-based to begin with, is to have a couple of key essential go-to recipes for every meal. Whether it is, you know, that you like my partner loves oatmeal and toast first things in the morning. Barely hungry, but knowing that he needs to eat, he has toast and tea, and then oatmeal, and then comes home, you know, and you have your go-to, whether it be you like potatoes and vegetables, whether you like quinoa and why did I just blank on the name of lentils? Whether it be quinoa and lentils, a rice bowl, a burrito bowl, a Buddha bowl. Honestly, they're kind of all the same thing in my opinion. Just a matter of how much you have of whatever. But yeah, so have your couple of go-tos. I love rice bowls because they're just literally a chunk all, like, seriously. So whether you get bulk rice and you make a hefty amount of rice and then you reheat it up throughout the week, you make your rice as you eat it, or if you buy frozen rice, I know Fred Meyer, I don't know, I just call it Freddy's, Kroger, I know Whole Foods has frozen rice, Trader Joe's has frozen rice, and I've seen rice and quinoa, and I've also seen cauliflower rice, so there are definitely options. There's also at Target, so you can just save on time. Rice, throw in any extra vegetables you have in your fridge, throw in some lentils, some beans, throw in broccoli, I'm trying to see what I have to see as an idea. Throw some guac on top, you know, have a little bowl of chips on the side and treat yourself, you know, or don't have chips, or have, if you're trying to be really healthy, or there are very healthy alternatives, but there are relatively healthy alternatives for chips, depending on how healthy you want to be. Some people, that is their one treat. They're like, you know, I eat really clean, but I'm gonna have a little bowl of chips on the side with my burrito bowl because, you know, people can choose what they want to do with their diet. Honestly, as soon as I came back home, I was really craving a huge salad with my nut cheese recipe. So good. I'll put the link to that video down in the description, and I put that all over, and I just eat a really big salad. I love doing that. So just have a couple of go-tos and use those to detox yourself off of that food, because it will be tempting for a while. If you do experience symptoms, if you feel like you may have received a parasite or some sort of bug, because eating predominantly plant-based, you will eliminate a lot of possibilities of getting parasites, whether it be from fish or from meat or whatever. Things tend to contain those types of parasites. Detoxing yourself is really good. Eating clean helps. They thrive on sugar, so limiting your amount of sugar. Pumpkin seeds are really good. Eating just raw pumpkin seeds will definitely help with clearing those symptoms. Taking more milk thistle and just being mindful of what you're eating. Intuitively listen to yourself. If you're able to read your body and understand what it needs based off of experience, and that can help you guide back. You can listen to your body. Oh, it's needing these types of vitamins and this and that, and I'm gravitating towards these types of foods. Number 5, remember, this is the most important thing. Number 5 is remember to be gentle with yourself. Stay gentle with yourself. It is okay if you accidentally ate something. It's okay if you knowingly went on a binge. It's okay if you may feel a little guilty about it. It's okay if you felt good about it. All things are okay. It's a matter of, how do you feel? If you feel like after you've eaten this way that your body thrives to return back to a state of homeostasis through plant-based, go for it. Everything is about how you feel. That is probably one of the reasons you went plant-based. And I found what things made me the least sensitive. So if you travel a lot and you know that you go out of the country or you go to different places if you go to different places a lot that don't have a lot of plant-based options, have a couple of things that your body at least responds a little bit easier to. And if you guys want a video on tips on being, I don't know, I can't even say plant-based while abroad, because I wasn't plant-based while abroad, but what a vegan does when they're abroad and doesn't have options. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in at all. Remember to love yourself. Remember that it is okay, that it is a process. Remember why you started. Remember to drink lots of water and to love yourself, because if you go through this process out of love, it'll be a lot easier on yourself mentally and physically, because when you have hate for yourself, it causes a lot of tension within your own body. And your body is what keeps you alive. It's your body that gets you through the day every day. It's your body that takes you to and from work and works when you are at work and whatever it may be, So, thank you again for tuning in to another video. Comment, like, and subscribe. What are your tips? What do you do if you caved on your plant-based diet? What do you do to get back on track? Comment down below. Also, let me know what you'd like to see in another video, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye!